Hello, and I am back to share a little about our guest recently that we had on, Kel DuPreez. If you remember rightly, Kel spoke about how her and her family sort of upped and left and went traveling around the world and are coming back, and they're grounded into living in France and focusing on health and being out in nature more, and also her ongoing career getting back into the workplace when it comes to looking at health and how she can influence that piece. And what I found was fascinating in her chart. So Kel is a pure generator. She's a sacral authority. So you can see she hasn't got a defined solar plexus or emotional center like most of the guests that we've seen so far, but she does have a defined sacral, which makes her a generator and a sacral authority. And this means she gets a real hit, a real certainty, yes or no in her decision making. But she kind of it comes out as a sound. It comes out as a or a when it's literally, if you open your mouth and listen to the sound that comes out, that's kind of like the decision in the moment. She can make that decision in the moment as a sacral authority. This is also that life force energy, right? She can go, go, go when she's lit up by what she does. And you see there's quite a bit of definition in her centers here. She's got like all these centers defined. Interestingly, she has a triple split definition, which just means that all the centers don't have this full communication flow through channels, which are these lines that link the centers. So she has the head talks to the ajna, but then you see there's a split here. The ajna doesn't talk to the throat necessarily. The throat talks to the G center, but then there's this split here, and the sacral talks to the spleen, but there's that split there and there. So what all that means is that she needs to be around other people to kind of complete that flow of energy for her, because she can borrow other people's definition in those places. So if someone in her space has gate 56 or gate 23, or they have gate 14 or 15, then they're going to complete that flow of energy within herself. So it's important for Kel to find herself, especially if she's working from home a lot, to be in the energy of other people, to go to a coffee shop and work, to even be online with people, working in a co-working space, be part of a team, mix up who she's around. Even walking around the French markets on a Friday morning is going to give her access to other people's borrowed energy in those moments, so that she can actually potentially complete that flow of energy, that communication flow between her centers. Now, what I wanted to look at with Kel was her incarnation cross as well. And this is where it was fascinating for me, because she has the left angle cross of refinement 2, which you can see here, left angle cross of refinement 2. And this is made up of her big four. Okay, so we have a sun, we have all the planetary placements down here. And at the top, we have our sun. I'm just cutting off the date of birth, but we have the sun at the top and then the earth, and we have it on both sides. And those four numbers, so you can see 2 here and 33 over here, with the sun numbers, make up your incarnation cross. And hers says this: the energy of your cross provides direction about what is needed. This is not about what is needed today, but rather further down the line. Currently, this is the voice of the organic movement. And it goes on to sort of give an example of something, but it says, you are here to be the voice that points us in the longer term direction, especially with respect to food and things we require for survival. And I thought that was fascinating with Kel's clear focus on not food, but on health, like holistic health, and how she's kind of peppered her passion for health through her career so far. And then what you've got is her profile is the 6-2, right? So she is the role model through her life. She's going to have these trials and tribulations, and she's going to end up around the age of 50. So you can see she's 45 now. There's going to be like a moment where she realizes that she can look back over all of her life lessons, and from that place really be the voice of authority, really be that leader, really be able to assess the landscape, and from a place of wisdom be that role model for other people. And then she's got the hermit, which is that she likes to have time on her own. She likes to take time out. She loves to be in nature and just natural and in her passion. And it might be that in her passion, she can't necessarily see what she's naturally very good at. But I love the fact that she's reconnected to nature through her travels and through taking that time out of being working full time and, you know, just being with her family and living closer to the beach and all those things. So yeah, that's a little bit about Kel. You can see a lot of definition there, a lot of strengths, gifts, talents. And of course, as always, if you're like, okay, what is this thing you keep banging on about? It's called human design. For me, it's been life-changing to really understand my chart. I'm just giving you the highlights in 5-10 minute snippets from people that you've heard from. And if you're intrigued about what your chart says about you, you can download the free HD initiation, and that's going to just take you through the steps of how to run your own profile. It's completely free, and how to start to interpret it yourself, right? So it's going to tell you if you're a generator, what that means. It's going to tell you what the 6-2 profile means in a little bit more depth. And it's just going to take you through that so that you can start to see for yourself what you resonate with within your chart, which is basically how you came here to operate, what you came here to do. It's kind of like an operating manual for you. Once you can start to interpret it, which HD initiation helps you do. All right, so I'll leave it there. Thanks, Kel, for agreeing to be a guinea pig on this journey. I hope she enjoys her reading too. And for you guys, I'll see you next time.